Mexico ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 requesting pushback.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 pushback request accepted.
Mexico ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 requesting the end of pushback.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 request to end pushback received.
Mexico ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 with Alpha request taxi for takeoff east departure.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to and hold short of runway 05 right using taxiway Lima Alpha Bravo 1. Contact tower on 118.55 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 05 right via taxiway Lima Alpha Bravo 1 Airbus tree 20. Mexico Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 at runway 05 right ready for departure to the east.
United 106 tree heavy contact ground on 121.85. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 hold short runway 05 right.
Hold short runway 05 right Airbus tree 20.
One to 1.85 United 106 tree heavy. Goodbye. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 wind 2906 at 4. East departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 05 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 05 right Airbus tree 20.
Airbus tree 20 continue for east departure.
Mexico Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 continue for east departure.
Airbus tree 20 leading right airspace frequency change approved.
Mexico Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 frequency change. Mexico approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is type Airbus A20N 3 miles northeast of Mexico City 7,700 feet. Request flight following.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Mexico approach. Squawk 0627.
Squawk 0627 Airbus tree 20.
Aeromexico 145 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Airbus tree 20 radar contact 6 miles northeast of Mexico City 8,300 feet. Altimeter tree 0.27.
Roger Airbus tree 20.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet Aeromexico 145. Airbus tree 20 contact approach on 119.0. Good day. Aeromexico 145 descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
119.0 Airbus tree 20. Goodbye. Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 8,200 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 approach altimeter tree 0.22 radar contact continue.
Houston Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is type Airbus A20N 2 miles south of Kilo Alpha Papa flight level 365. Request flight following.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 Houston Center. Squawk 5145.
Squawk 5145 Airbus Tree 20.
Airbus Tree 20 radar contact 20 miles south of Kilo Alpha Papa flight level 335. Houston Center commute air 4 Tree 29er Heavy is passing flight level 220 descending flight level 200. Commute air 4272 Heavy contact Houston Center on 126.35. Good day.
Roger Airbus Tree 20.
Commute air 4 Tree 29er Heavy Houston Center radar contact. Continue to Curly.
Memphis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is type Airbus A20N 6 miles northeast of Tupelo flight level 370. Request flight following.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 Memphis Center. Squawk 655 Tree.
Squawk 655 Tree Airbus Tree 20.
Airbus Tree 20 radar contact 6 miles northwest of Mike Sierra 68 flight level 340.
Roger Airbus Tree 20.
Airbus Tree 20 contact Memphis Center on 135.9er. Good day.
Going to 135.9er Airbus Tree 20. Memphis Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is at flight level 335 climbing flight level 375.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 Memphis Center radar contact. Continue. American 199er Tree Heavy, did you hear my last transmission? Airbus Tree 20 follow the aircraft on final. Wind 250 at 18. Cleared to land runway 2 Tree. American 199er Tree Heavy number 2 for landing. Follow the Airbus A20N on final. Wind 250 at 18. Caution the generic landing runway 24 right. Cleared to land runway 24 left.
Cleared to land runway 2 Tree Airbus Tree 20.
Toronto Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is 3 miles southwest 1,600 feet with India to land. Cleared to land runway 24 left number 2 Air Canada 79er 8 Heavy. Cleared to land runway 24 left number 2 American 199er Tree Heavy. American 199er Tree Heavy, turn next taxiway. American 199er Tree Heavy exit runway when able.
100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard 5.
Airbus tree 20 exit runway when able. American 199er tree heavy, turn next taxiway. Airbus tree 20 exit runway when able. American 199er tree heavy exit runway when able. Air Canada 79er 8 heavy go around. Going around Air Canada 79er 8 heavy. Air Canada 79er 8 heavy contact Toronto approach on 1-3-2.8. Good day. Airbus tree 20 contact ground on 121.65.
121.65 Airbus tree 20. Goodbye. Toronto Tower Airbus.